Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. We are happy to connect with several individuals across the world, celebrated heroes, unsung heroes, and of course, the common man. When we connect with them, we get to understand what life is, how one should live by example, how one should learn from others. So, friends, it's really a moment of joy when you get to meet the right kind of people on the International Fab Talk platform. They have a little time for us, for that is for you and for me, to learn, to grow, and to make this world a beautiful place. It's time now to welcome our celebrity guest. He's none other than Dr. Mike Littman. Dr. Mike, and thank you so much for being here with us. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here.
Seriously appreciated for manifesting super abundance and showing up really resonation and vibration. I'm feeling so excited and so vibrated and so elated, and that I'm really looking forward for so your question, because it's gonna be, I'm sure, if someone gonna listen us for 1 hour, it's gonna be the life-changing seminar or the podcast. I guarantee.
Thank you, sir. Be it your personal life or your professional life, right? So let's get to know more about this gentleman who's here with us and understand what life is from his perspective and his professional expertise. Dr. Mike, that's really wonderful. I'm still reeling under that. Like I'm still like lost somewhere. You have an impressive profile. That's really, really great. 36 honorary degrees. That's really wow. I mean, to complete one, it takes us quite a few years. And for you getting 36 to your credit, it's wonderful. I would like you to describe yourself. How would you describe today Dr. Mike Littman? Who is the real you?
Whoa, that's a really out of the world question, and it's really mesmerized me always. For mostly, I really love to appreciate for inviting me here really on this great platform, the Fabtalk. It's an amazing and a stupendous board like where people come and talk. So seriously, I'm feeling elated, empowered, and most importantly, I'm feeling so imminent. Seriously, I'm enjoying my power seriously. So you have empowered me by saying a lot about me. So I really want to talk to you. Life is a mission, so it reflects my life. So missions are never personal. It's just all about other people. Like Jack Ma says, you never need to get worried about where your friends are worried about. Even you never need to get worried about where your teachers are worried about. You never need to get worried about where your parents are worried about. You never need to get worried about even your loved ones are worried about. And even you never need to get worried about what your governments are worried about. You need to get worried about what no one was worried about. And I want to break the news that I got like all these honorary doctorate degrees just in 1 year. Just in 1 year. And my 2025 was really significant. So if I redefine, or if I define myself, so I'm a missionary. I love people's success. I want to see them really happy, and I help people to see those bridges, like where they can see really their success. Because I feel success is not personal. Why? Because dreams are never personal. So if dreams are never personal, then you don't need to dream about your life. That's what could help me really to earn these kind of honorary doctorate degrees, because I've been so much worried about people. I get worried about their life. I want to see them happy. I want to see them successful. That's what always got me worried about. That's what like the Jackman said. So you need to get worried about where no one is worried about. So I got worried about humanity. I love them. I want to see them successful. This is what my life. This is where I'm giving all my sins. This is where my 24 over 7 by 365 going. This is where I'm investing and putting my life in. When I see people successful and happy, I said, wow, yes. And I want to listen to people saying, yes, Mikey, you could really contribute in my life. Because of you, I could see my success. Because of you, I could fix my problem. Mikey, because of you, I was stuck somewhere in my life. And because of you, because I listened to your talk, I listened to your ideas, and now see, I'm pretty happy. I brought a lot of change in people's life. This is what's always motivating me. This is always mesmerizing me. This is always keeping me passionate, illuminated, empowered. And I always feel great when I see people successful. Yes, this is what my life. This is, if someone says, this is what I can define myself. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mikey. Thank you very much. That's really nice. I like the positive energy that you have, the zeal that you have within, and the way you share things makes others also feel excited and would love to live life, because many of them, feel like, oh my God, life is quite boring or life is quite difficult. But when we meet people like you, Dr. Mikey, we really think that life is beautiful. Now, you have a beautiful journey, which has not been easy. It was filled with a lot of ups and downs. Like, it's a story from rags to riches. I would like you to start off from there. I would like you to share your pain, because all of us face pain, but we don't know how to deal with it. We always start complaining about the pain or the difficulties that we face in life. You have
Yeah.
transformed it into your power. So I want you to share that journey. How can you inspire us to overcome our pain, no matter what kind of a pain it is? Just share your story so that we can get inspired quickly and begin the journey.
Yeah, I've been listening a lot of negative talks and I've been believing in it for a long time. I've been uh I've been believing all the time, like, yes, this is me and this is like people always talk about the negative stories, but I want to tell you, the most important couple of things I need to discuss. Number one, like people don't know how to deal once you are going through the pains, because pain is natural. Pain is natural because you have the life and life is full of pains. But the real challenge is to suffer from that. Life, is full of pain. So pain is natural and suffering is a choice. So I had no idea I could learn, after going through a lot of setbacks, challenging situations, and I've been like going through hell in my life. So what I feel, I had likewise other people, like was all successful people had a terrible stories. But I want to tell you something, right? I got one person in my life, my mama. She always helped me to believe in some great stories. She always helped me to believe in something bigger because she's told me that what, Mikey, you can imagine is possible. When I was so young, my mom always talked about me in front of people because I was so special. I was going through I had an issue in speaking. I was unable to speak. I was so suppressed, and I was, the backbencher. I had no great time in my life. So mama always helped me to believe in something bigger. She always helped me. The one greatest sentence what I could learn in my childhood from my mom. She always said, hey, Mikey, always say to yourself that I gotta be the biggest success. I gotta be the biggest success. This was the full of energy, and this is what could help me to believe in something bigger. Because I listen a lot of negative stories about it, because you listen like people can't grow up in life when you already have a humble beginning. Yes, I've been through humble beginning, but my mom always talked about me. Yes, and talk to me. Yes, you gotta be bigger success. You gotta be bigger success, Mikey. And my mom always did, when there is a gathering in a marriage ceremonies or whenever there's a party or someone's birthday party or there's a gathering, mama always picked me up, okay? And always introduced me, hey, look, he's my son. And you see, he's gonna be the biggest success story. See, he is my mind, and he's gonna be the biggest success story. And I'm telling you, one day I lost my mom. And I forgot that lesson because I've been listening, but I could not believe in my those early childhood days. I couldn't believe in once I lost her. So that was the message I could remember from my mom. Mom never put any limitation that, hey, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be an engineer, you're going to be the doctorate honor, you're going to be the PhD or someone. No, she never put the limitation. She always wanted me to be unlimited. And success, there's no limitation for success. So she always introduced me with other people. And I started to believe differently in my life. And I started to think differently about my life. Yes, I gotta be the biggest success. Yes, I gotta be the biggest success. And now I give this message to everyone. Yes, always speak this positive affirmation about you. Yes, I gotta be the biggest success. This is a beautiful this is a software you can install on your body, on your mind, and it worked. It worked in my life, and now I'm the biggest success. And still, it's a long journey. There's no ending.
Interesting. Very interesting, Dr. Mikey. Now, I'd love to know about how you tasted success. Like, it's not easy to taste success, it's quite difficult. So how did Dr. Litman taste success? When and what are the challenges you had to face in order to taste success, like what you do?
Yeah, actually, I'm very much, I criticize myself a lot, and I've never been satisfied ever in my life. Whatever I do, whatever I get, I'm never satisfied. This is a billion-dollar idea, and I'm sharing with the audience. If you're watching this podcast, it's a greatest news. Never ever be satisfied with what are you doing in your life. Always be crazy, be hungry about it. And there's no ending. Whatever you get, like, and always I criticize myself. And I always put this question to myself, yes, this is not ending. And maybe I could have done better in a better way. To me, everyone's success is different because I'm telling you, success is not personal. It's not about you. It's not about getting money, the big car, the bungalow, or you are just enjoying like you're sitting in the jet. No, success to me is totally, it's very much impersonal. Your success belongs to other people's success. Like I told you, because dreams are never personal. You never need to dream about you. If you're dreaming about other people's success, like it's a guru says, if you make 10 people millionaires, so they're gonna make you billion. Right. So success is absolutely like, because if dreams are never personal, it means success is not personal. Success is very much connected with other people. So you gotta make other people successful. And that's where you enjoy it, because it's a personal choice that you gotta be the super hybrid leader, because it has its content. It's seriously, it's absolutely one-sided love that you see people happy and successful and you enjoy its charisma. And he says, yes, wow, like the coaches. You know what happens in the ground if you see when the team wins, so they straightforward go to the coach. And the coach is very happy when the team wins. The reason why, because coach and the leaders, they they love other people's success. And I feel leaders, they are like the sugar canes. They're like sugar canes because its sweetness is everywhere. But by the end of the day, there is no sugar cane. If you just see, if you go through the life of sugar cane, you knock it down, you put it into the machine, you get it juice, and then it becomes part of all the sweetest items. But end of the day, there's no sugar cane, but the sweetness is everywhere in all products. This is what this is what I've been believing for the last couple of decades. This is what I believe in about the leadership. This is what I believe in my success. I feel happy and happiest camper in my life. And I feel really successful when I see my clients successful. And I enjoy it a lot. And one more thing, because dreams are not personal, so success is not personal. And if success is not personal, it means responsibility is also not personal. You're not responsible for just your family or for your intimate client. No, you are responsible for everybody around you. And I'm believing for the last couple of decades, the whole world is your family. If you're going to treat everyone like your family member, so you're going to be putting all your cents in, you're going to give more than 100%. You don't want to give them anything cheaper. You don't want to give them anything like the low quality. You always want to give them high quality because you are putting all your cents and efforts for your family. There are two types of clients: internal clients, external clients, and the most important class is your intimate client. We all are together on this board for intimate clients, your loved ones, your intimate relations. You are giving all your efforts to make them happy. So if you're going to treat everyone like your family member, your intimate clients, what would happen? Life would be so amazing. Life would seriously would bring a lot of miracles. So life would be so comfortable and so easy because everyone would be looking forward to help other people. And everyone wants to work for the people around. So everyone on the globe is my family member. It always makes me very happy. It always makes me more successful. It always brings a lot of charisma in my life. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's very interesting. Now, Mikey, what I'd like to ask you is, see, Mikey, you've been connecting with 109 countries. You've been connected like with 109 nationalities, like, right? And you've received, like, I mean, to your credit, you have 36 honorary degrees. Like, I mean, how is this possible? Like, for me, like, it is like, still I'm confused. Like, how can this happen? And if yes, you're going to share the secret with us, right? You made it
I
happen from your end.
I never demanded. I never wanted all that. It's all about the law of attraction.
Wow.
I never thought about ever in my life to go for that. Even I feel like I'm not an educated person. This is the honor people give me because I honor them. I love them. I want to see them happy. And I'm giving my whole time in serving humanity. I don't know where I get all these certificates and the global awards and the degrees and everything. I have no idea where all this energy is coming into my life. And this all could happen just in 2025, not in 2024. So all like I could get like from all top universities. So it's getting, the honorary doctorate because I never dreamed about it. Even if it was not my destination. I never even thought about it. I didn't know. Uh, Seriously, I I I never enjoyed it. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. What comes first in life? Helping humanity and helping them onto the next level consciousness. I'm bringing the next level mindfulness in their life. All right. So I feel like a lot of people they are very much successful in their life. I speak to the corporate people. I speak to the NGOs. I speak to everyone. Everybody in this globe is my client because I speak about their life. I speak about them. I value them. So they value me. But this is not my purpose. I'm in one-sided love. I feel like I'm going on because the leadership is a recipe. It's a it's a choice. It has its content. If you follow that content, like every great dish has a recipe. If you follow any content, if you follow the leadership content, so you're the leader. All right? It has a content. It, it's about the greatness. Greatness is a choice. No one is a great by birth. All right? It has a content. You want to see people happy. You want to see people successful. And every day, a lot of people they ask me, they want to give me, they want to honor me. But most importantly, because we are talking about the life, and I've been suffering. I have suffered this year. This year, especially 2024 and 2025 is very special year. I could get a lot of setbacks. My wife passed away. My crush passed away in my life. Now I'm a bit slow, I feel, but I want to tell you some rules about life. I want to tell you because life is happening at home. I'm believing success begins at home. So there's one beautiful law. This is a law because we are speaking for the people. Am I right? We're speaking for the people. So there's one beautiful law, and everyone must practice this law. And this law is live your life considerately. Okay. Live your life considerately. This would help you like how to set goal of your life, how to see your life, and how to live your life. It's quite easy. I mostly recommend to my clients, okay, go ahead and go and get some private meetings with every family members you have in your life. Like if you have 7 family members, go ahead and investigate the most important question and ask them privately. Get every family member into the park or into the restaurant and ask them very personal question. How may I help you? I feel it's the most powerful line ever you could speak to anybody because this is the law of solipsism get active when you say people, how may I help you? So this is what you need to speak up to your own family members individually. Ask them, how may I help you? They're going to tell you. And ask them, what are you expecting from me? What are you expecting from me? How can I help you? Write it down and make different pages. Like if you get 7 family members, so write down 7 pages, okay, and write down their expectations, and then write your personal expectation, and then consolidate all the pages and write down one more page and pick out the similar goals and a similar expectation, and then write down your page. This is we call the consolidated goals page, and then live your life on those goals. It's very simple. Life is so amazing. And you will see you can manage, you can bring leadership because leadership is everywhere. Again, it's a choice. It's all about giving. Giving is a very selfish attitude. You're born to give, you're not born to take. So the difference between giving and your taking is your value, is your leadership. So the purpose of life is not to bring the leadership. So the purpose is to help humanity, to help the people you have around you, or and you're gonna feel you're gonna be treating every one of your family member. I mostly speak to the conference. It's my most popular line. I feel I'm a genderless, and I feel to speak to everyone. Everyone is my family member, and just try to understand his charisma. Once you are talking about you taking everyone in your life as a family member, you would be protecting them. Right? There are some rules in a family. What happens when you're with your family? You love them, you take care of them, you protect them, you serve them, you put them always on the top. You want to bring change in their life. You want to bring money for them. You want to get them a big house. You want to give them a car. You want to facilitate them because you love them. So you born to give. You're not born to take. Because there are two attitudes in life, to serve or to be served. I don't know why humanity, people are giving their 100% efforts when I see people around me on the roads, in the offices, at the school, everywhere when I see people, they are giving their 100% to make money. And it's a wrong direction. And if you are giving them help, okay, you will get everything in response. Life is so amazing. So we need to live our life considering. We need to rethink. We need to redefine. We need to reimagine about our life. Life is so simple. It's not about you. It's about others. It's all about giving. And again, telling you, giving is a very selfish attitude. I was reading somewhere. When I give others, in the bottom line, I give myself. Wow, that's really beautiful. When I give others, actually, I'm giving myself. So don't stop giving other people. Okay? It will help you to have a different life. You will see life would be a totally, it would be totally changed. It would be on a 360 degree. You feel so shift will come into your life. That would be so amazing. Over to you, Julie.
Dr. Litman, you've just shared something so beautiful. You said, like, connect with your family members and ask them, how can I help you? What is the help that you require from me? Right?
Yes.
That's really nice. I really like that, the way you put that. That's wonderful.
And then live your life according to your goals. Okay? Your personal goals and your family people goals. Consolidate them. Okay? And pick out the top 10 and live your life accordingly. You would see life would be amazing. You would have leadership in your relationship. You can influence more people. Life is all about making impact. Life is all about making to bring influence into the people's life. You would see you would bring longevity in your life. You will bring longevity in your relationship because it's not about like taking. It's all about giving. Yeah.
Like to share something with us with regard to entrepreneurship, or I mean, let me put that right. To be an entrepreneur, what does it take, or what does one require in order to be a great entrepreneur or enter into the entrepreneurial journey?
So first, I need to talk to you about because there are multiple types of the entrepreneurship. Again, I would have a very different talk today because I'm talking about people. So I would love to talk about the social entrepreneurship. And we are seriously looking forward for the social entrepreneurship. They are the resourceful people. Entrepreneurship does not mean that you would earn a lot of money. It means the resourcefulness. It's all about the knowledge. It's all about the set of skills. It's all about like to bring in mindfulness into people's life. So, and to become entrepreneurship, you come up with the greatest ideas because the purpose of life is to become the idea machine. The purpose of education. We need to understand. I love Sadhguru. It's a great Scott. He's really influenced a lot of people all over the globe. So inspiring, so inspiring. So the purpose of life is to bring attention. If we understand the purpose of life, and if we understand this amazing tool about attention, so we have a lot of challenges in our life, and you have to pick up one, and that goal, that problem will help you to determine the quality of your life. And that's what the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not like to making money. No, it's all about to become resourceful. It means like you become helpful for the now. Okay, so there's a lot of examples I knew like they've been contributing on the globe, and they really could help the humanity. And so many great scientists, I would say, like they were the great social entrepreneurs. Because if you love humanity, then miracles will happen. If you love humanity, if you pick up one big problem, okay, the people's big problem, so you get busy solving it, okay, you bring solution to it. That's where your entrepreneurship. That's where your success is. That's where you need to spend life. A lot of people, they are searching for their goals, for their mission. So I feel it's quite easy. You need to pick up one thing. And I mostly help my client. It's very easy because a lot of people, they are worried about what is my goal? What is the purpose of my life? And a lot of people, they feel like a lot of great things already been happening. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, okay? So they're all great people, like they've already been contributing a lot. So what's my purpose? What's my goal of life? So it's very simple. So the answer is, what one thing you have been suffering in your life? What one thing you've been suffering in your life? What one thing would be you've been the vulnerable to it? What one thing like you've been facing it off in your life, and you feel like it's really, painful for me. It's really, it's something like I don't want to see people to go through that pain, to go through that suffering. Get on it. That's where your purpose. That's what you are supposed to do. That's what like you have to pick up the book. So the thing you've been suffering in your life, now you won't see other people suffering from it. And that's where your success is. That's where your entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurship is nothing like you just do some activity to make money. No. If you're worried about people and you pick up one big problem and you become solution for it, you're an entrepreneur. And we need more and more social entrepreneurs in life who can really understand the social problems. And problems are everywhere. You just have to pick out one and then spend whole of your life, because that's where your mission is. Because life is a mission. And that's where your life is. That's where you need to spend whole of your life to achieve that mission. And now you're the big entrepreneur. You have the greatest examples like of the great entrepreneurs. They picked out one big problem and they fixed it. Julia.
Wow, that's really wonderful. That's really nice. Now, you see, Mikey, there are some people who cannot be motivated easily, or maybe for a short period of time they are motivated. Again, they go down. Maybe if they read a quotation, they feel motivated. They listen to a speech, they feel motivated. But again, they come back to ground zero. And again, they just, either become a couch potato or slump down and say, no, I can't take it anymore. It's quite difficult. So what is the right kind of motivation required for people as young as, the teenagers and as old as the senior citizens?
For everybody,
Everyone.
need
Yes.
motivation. We need encouragement all the time. He who is breathing, he who is alive and breathing needs motivation, needs encouragement. And it's not a one-day job, it's an everyday job. And it is absolutely like, like you need a shower every day. And maybe like if you're going through the summer season, okay, maybe you need shower 3 times a day. So you need motivation likewise 3 times a day, because you get lots of negative energy from other people. You are sucking that energy. Human body is so amazing because we are the United Nation of the trillions of cells, and every cell is alive. Every cell can see, listen, speak, and feel. All right, so body is a united nation of a lot of more people in us. Okay, so we need motivation every day, and it's not a one-day job. And maybe you need motivation 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Yes, motivation is a garbage if there's no discipline in it, right? Because discipline is more important than the motivation, because people are much confused about it, because of the motivation. Discipline also comes with the motivation, because motivation is something what helps you to see your success at some ranges, because a lot of motivational speakers, they make one biggest mistake. They start telling you, if you're going to do this, maybe you will get 10 billion US dollars. You're going to be the bazillionaire, billionaire, or maybe you're going to be the trillionaire. No, it's not possible. All right. So what you need, the motivation is you help the people to go on the different bridges, and where you get help. Like this is the first stage, the second stage, and third stage, and every stage you need motivation. And from every stage, from every position, you help the people like to see their success. Okay, so motivation is an everyday job. It's not because we get motivation, deep motivation from a lot of people around us, because everyone is different. And most of the time, we are spending our time with not the like-minded people. This is what happens, and we collect a lot of negative energy. Even like, see, if you are spending your time with someone who is not dreaming like you, so that person is draining your energy, right? So energy is drained, and end of the day, people are, they're giving you a lot of fears, and we are very much vulnerable. We will always say yes, 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 and we accept a lot of fears, and people give you fears, and you don't need to spend for it. Everyone is giving you fear and their own fears, all right? So, yes, we need to be disciplined, but before discipline, again, we need motivation. To get discipline, we need again motivation. And it's not a one-day job. Again, you need motivation maybe 10 times a day. It always reminds you, like, what's your goal? What are you going to do in your life? And see, I'm telling you, seriously, if this goal, if this mission is about the people, you're going to be so happy. It always keep you mesmerized. It's always keep you interconnected. Because if it's always about you, I don't believe in that's not a goal. That's not a mission. And then I don't know, you can't stay motivated. I personally, every morning, I feel motivated because I knew my importance. The beautiful law, the law of solipsism. What happens? Every day sun is coming up. Every day you are getting free oxygen. Every day you're getting free water. So the nature is working for us. Likewise, you are pretty important. You are the most important person in the world. The law of solipsism side, like I'm the most important person in the world. It means you know your value and you feel like, yes, I can do a lot for humanity. I can put very serious dents in the people's life. You understand your value, you understand your importance, and then you add more value and more importance in the people's life. Motivation is a mandatory, even to stay disciplined or to get discipline in your life. Motivation reminds you who you are, why are you alive on the go, why you get this life, why did you born, and why have you been chosen for this globe? Yes. Yes, Julia.
Excellent, excellent. That's really nice. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, you see, Mikey, in life, there are some people who are very revengeful. They begin to assume things or they begin to expect things. And when it doesn't work their way, they become revengeful. So what role does leadership play when people have this revengeful attitude? It could be their colleagues, it could be their family members, it could be their acquaintances, it could be strangers. When they come in contact with all of them, like, there's something called as not letting you climb up the ladder of success. There is some type of a revenge type of a thing, like to pull you down. They can't see you climb, they want you down.
Getting your point. So there are two attitudes, here.
So how would you explain that? How can one conquer that and go ahead?
There are two attitudes. Like, you've been suffering from a pain, okay, and now you have two attitudes. Now you have two options. It's a choice. Again, it's not very much natural. It's a choice. Choice number one is if you've been suffering, you've been through like a lot of setbacks. Now you have two choices. Choice number one is that now you would start revenging people. You would love to see people going through the same pain, and you won't share your story. Number one. And number two is you can't see people going through the same pain, and you get ready. And you said, no, I can't see people going through that pain. I'm born to help them because pain is a blessing. Pain is a blessing. Once I was in China, so there was a 120 years old, the Chinese guy. I had a great time with them. I've been like traveling with them. I had a great time, the great talk. So one Chinese guy talked to me. He said, Mikey, may God bless you with the pain. He said, hey, Jake, what are you talking about? He said, yes, pain is a blessing. I said, how? How can you say the pain is blessing? He said, once you will face a pain, once you will go through a pain, then you will help more people. And that's the right time to share your story. You know what's the biggest fear in the world is? People don't share their story, especially when they have been through setbacks. People don't want to share their criminal story because everyone is criminal in someone's life. So that's why people don't want to share their story. And if we can share our story with people, I think this is a blessing. This is a blessing. This is what we can do for other humanity. This is what can, in the real sense, in the real bottom line, how can we help other people by sharing your failure story with the people? Because we don't learn from success. We learn from the failures. Failures are blessing. Pains are blessing. And don't need to camp around it. We need to work on it. And we need to help people to get refined. We need to share the story with people. Hey, I've suffered from that pain. I've been doing like this. That's why I could suffer this pain. And now please get away and tell everyone. Share your story with everyone if you've been through pain, if you've been through failure. So that's what like this is about the attitude. And because I've been training like a million of kids. So one greatest things like they came to learn in their childhood, and we need to teach this in their childhood while they're at the school. The greatest thing like this is missing from a lesson. Two lessons are absolutely missed from their life. The lesson number one is what to do when they get failure in their life. They give up. 97% people, they give up when they get a first failure. And that's why other 3% people, they are ready. All right, they pick themselves up and they put all their efforts. They never give up. They're persistent, consistent, and they go with their all efforts. And that's why they are happy. They are successful. They're only 3%. The other 97% people, they have not yet learned how to deal with your failures. So people in their childhood, we don't tell them. We are not teaching them. I feel responsible now. I take up this responsibility and I share with this child, with all the children, like what to do when you get the failure. That's the time. That's where you need to teach your kid. You need to teach them what to do once you get the first failure, second, third, fourth, and the fifth one. And the second question is absolutely missing all over the globe. And maybe I would ask you the same question. Have you ever learned in your childhood, or have you ever learned in your school, college, university, how to earn money? Teaching that lesson. And this is the most significant lesson, how to earn money. And this is what the secret of success for Warren Buffett. When he was just in class 5 and started to read the books like how to earn money. That's what you see, like he could become the billionaire. He could become the top world's richest person in the world. Why? Because he kept like all the studies and he started to answer, to find the answer of one question, that how to become richest person, how to become rich person. And then he started to read about the successful people and financially successful. So that's what like where we are making mistakes in our curriculum, in our school, college, and universities. Even we're not telling them. This is maybe the part of the entrepreneurship, but by end of the day, I don't know, because the course curriculum at the school, college, university is for the average people. It's not for the more than or above the average people. So the course curriculum everywhere in the world is making people average. Okay, so people think on the average. People learn how to settle down with things. They don't dare for the new things in their life. This is what's happening in our school because we are not helping them. We don't allow them to do what they love to do because we are pushing them out. We are kissing their asses to do what we love to do and follow my content, follow my courses. Yes. So the revenge attitude comes when there's no because people are not learning how to become sympathetic, and more importantly, we need to bring empathy in our life. And we are missing all that in our curriculum, in our school, because the children, they don't need advices. They always learn through example. They follow what they see. And unfortunately, we are unable to manifest and reflect with those lessons. Yes, Julia.
That's really nice, Dr. Mike. Thank you so much for sharing that with so much of passion and, with lots of energy. That's really nice. I would love to know your thoughts with regard to the environment. Like many of us, apart from being all kinds of leaders in the world, the most important thing is we forget to take care of the environment. With the increase of science and technology, innovations, etc., we have forgotten to take care of the environment in the right way. Our greed to build multinational companies, corporate sectors, all of that, a concrete jungle, in fact. So, how can you share your thoughts and views? In what way can we contribute to save the environment as of today?
This is again this is the biggest mistake because this question is really packed and it needs to really be discussed for not just in 10 minutes or in 1 hour, like it would take a lot of debate and discussion. But the point is, we are giving education to our children to become, or like everyone at school called university, they are learning something to become part of the economic part. Okay, so they just want to fit themselves in the economic slot because we are becoming what the economic system is looking forward. And this is what we are accordingly. We are synchronized, we are flexible to those courses and to those contents. This is what we are doing actually in our life. So the bottom line, so the question is that why we are not taking care of the environment because again, like it's a lot of discussion can be done on this again because there's one thing is missing. It's a missing from our basic curriculum. It's the basic part of our education because education is not about the most significant thing. Because again, information is not equal to knowledge, and knowledge is not equal to its understanding, and understanding is not equal to the wisdom. So the wisdom is missing from education. The purpose of education, first we need to be understood with the the essence of education. Number one purpose of education is to bring attention in the people's life, attention toward the universal problems. The problems are universal, all right? It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about everyone, okay? So we need to bring attention in the people's life. And number two, we need to bring freedom in their life. And number three, we need to bring love and kindness into their life. Respect, of course, is there. And respect is not something what we say like to give respect to the elders. I'm believing like the respect metrics always start from the top and it comes to the bottom. Always need to give respect to our juniors, all right? So, and need to give respect to someone like who is not being respected, and always give respect to your juniors, okay? So, and their juniors, my juniors needs to give respect to their juniors, and this way, like it comes from top to the bottom, okay? It never goes from bottom to the top, okay? If the respect goes from bottom to the top, then there is a fear. Okay, and respect and love are totally unconditional. There's no condition required. So you're born to give respect everyone. Respect is very complicated to understand because respect to listen people. Listen people. Don't become argumentative. Okay, and respect always comes from top to the bottom. And again, the purpose of education is to bring attention to the problems like we are facing in our life. And in the future, like we are going through a lot of the wars, we have to be combined like we already had been in a great war, the Corona war, all right, we all been together and we really had a great win. But now again, like we will have more wars accordingly, and we have to be together. Together we can. That's why we need to be together, and together we can do a lot. And to protect this environment, we need to bring empathy and sympathy and love and kindness and attention into our lives. That's the missing factor.
That's wonderful. That's really very nice, Mikey. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. One last question which I'd like to ask you is like most of the people want to make, you know, a good income. They want to earn in a dignified way, in a decent way. And they try to be as honest as they can while they work and try to earn a living for themselves and their family members. Only few are lucky. Many of them aren't able to provide food on the table, or they aren't able to meet the right kind of people, who could push them further ahead or make them climb up the ladder of success. So, as a thought leader, what is the message you have for all those people who are losing hope that, no matter what hard work I put in and nothing works, only the rich and the famous get it. And I'm still at the bottom. What do I do? How can Mikey help us? Over to you.
Julie, you always have very packed questions. So there are 5 questions in this one question. Okay. So, what's the bottom line? Number one, and if you see in the United States, more around 80% people, they don't go for the work, right? They are the entrepreneurs. They have their own job. They have created their own business, right? So I have a lot of podcasts on that, like, we need to bring more and more. We need to learn something like, what can help us to become entrepreneur and better you work. You need to have your own work because I personally, I have a feeling like if you are doing a job, the job brings you a salary. And I don't know why people prefer the freedom. I mean, the entrepreneurship of the business over uh, the known death, we call it the job. And job is if you're working for money, it's a slavery. And I knew like we don't love to be slave. We are born. The first thing like we were blessed with that was the freedom we had, and I don't know why we have given our freedom to other people. And once what would happen, the Hitler like the great warrior, he took one took they arrested around 40 people. Okay, and to the 40 people he addressed in the evening, he said, okay, you have 2 options. Option number one is in the morning, I gotta kill you. Okay, I will just open my fire and I will kill all of you, the 40 people. And option number two is there is one window and you can jump from that window. And they had the 12 hours. They all thought a lot, the whole night. And after thinking the whole night, the 40 people, they decided, okay, in the morning, they said, please kill us with a gun. Yeah. The guy came up and he opened the fire and he killed the 40 people. There was one young lady and she asked, sir, what was there out? Like, there was a window. You offered the second option. What was there or there the window? He said, there was a freedom. Your business is your unknown freedom. Okay. So you are not born to the jobs. You are not born to work for. You're born to fix the problem. You're born to help the people. And when you're born to help the people, it means you're becoming entrepreneur by end of the day. Okay, you're becoming entrepreneur. You're becoming you're becoming a businessman. So don't sell your freedom to the people. All right. So it's all about believing. I believe. I always talk to my friends. The people who are doing job it means they don't believe in themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, it means now you're going to go for the job. If you believe in yourself, you're going to go for the work. You will create your own work. You're going to become entrepreneur. You will create more money for the other people. So doing job is not a great idea. It means you need to recognize yourself, who you are, where your fears are, and what one big fear is holding you back, like to go for the job. All right, and a lot of people in US, they die not because of the heart attack. Leslie says amazing thing. He says A lot of people, they're not dying in the United States because of the heart attacks or the diabetes or some other issues. No, lots of people in the United States, they die on the Monday morning between 8 to 9 a.m. in the morning. The reason why, because it's something draining all your energy, your potential, your talent. And you are giving all your work like whole day, the whole week. By the end of the day, you will get a little money. And if you believe in yourself, that's a very powerful line. We mostly ask people dream big dreams, take risks, and then we ask people believe in yourself. That's where your belief is. If you believe in yourself, you never go for the job. And a lot of people, they don't invest money in their lives. They don't invest money to develop their skill because they don't believe in themselves. If you're going to believe in yourself, you will invest more money in it because you're going to be the biggest project in your life. You need to invest more and more money in it. In US, almost like people spend almost 10% of their personal income on their personal development. The more and much better you become, the much better you become a person who can earn money. And in order to achieve what you have never achieved in your life, you're going to become a different person. You have to become you never have been in your life. So why people going into the job? Why? Because you don't believe in themselves. Once Brian, he was in Turkey, and the people invited him like to please investigate why we are not going like US or Canada or like the top great nations, why we are not getting that much success. Okay, he said, all right, give me a day, so I will talk to you after 24 hours. Very next morning, not morning, right after 2 o'clock, he decided, okay, I gotta go for my lunch. So he went onto the road while he was going with the chauffeur, with the driver. So he noticed lots of people, they're coming back to their houses. And he investigated the case. He started to ask a couple of people. And when he asked them, hey, why are you coming back from your offices? Because it's right away, it's now 2 o'clock and you're coming back to your homes. Why are you coming back? And people told him that we are going back because we're going to see some amazing season on television. So people were, coming back home to see one season, one drama. And it was 2 o'clock. People don't work. People are at the work, but people are not into the work. Work is amazing. We all are born to work for the results. We gotta put all our sense. We gotta bring more integrity into our life. A lot of people, I personally go out interview a lot of people for the organization, for the MNCs and for the top companies. People come and they ask for the salary. Don't ask for the salary. Go ahead and find your work and find your role and ask the companies like, how can I help you? Let me know what role I can play to help you to get this organization from this level to that level. Accept the big challenges. Get out there, become their partner. Don't go for the salaries. Offer your services. Services in terms of like, how can I help you? How can I help your people? And the companies, they need to hire the passionate people. This is what the Jack was doing. He's hiring only passionate people, the young people. The JackAlibaba.com, the more than 50%, the employees there, they're the women. And other people, they all are so young. We need to invest more money on young people because they have potential, they're flexible, they can work more. They can work for long hours. So the problem is, the biggest challenge for us today is people don't work. And the work, I don't know, they just work according to their, maybe the pay, according to their salary. No, get there. And I want to tell you one secret if you are the job seeker, because I started my life with a job. I had a great boss there, and always select your bosses. Don't go for the companies. Okay, if you find a great boss, great company, get there, right? So don't go there for to be interviewed. Go there to interview your bosses, okay, and find some great boss. Great boss is a great teacher, would help you to go on to the next level, and next level. And I want to tell you, I learned one secret, and this is a secret of people from United States, and I'm sharing it with everyone who is watching this podcast. Once you're in the workplace, don't wait for the work. Always go after the work. Don't wait for the on the table like, okay, people must come and give me work. I'm waiting for the work. I'm waiting for the work. Wow, I'm taking a cup of tea. I'm enjoying, and someone must come and give me work. My boss must give me a call, and he must ask me, okay, I have a work for you. No, no way. Whenever you get work, get it done and go after the work. Go after your boss and ask them, how may I help you? Because the last assignment is done. How may I help? Go after the work. Go after your boss. You will see the more work will be done at the company, so the company's portfolio will grow up. So everyone will grow up because if you're an employee, you are the most important person there in the company. You are the top internal client. So I know the environment is totally changed now. Now companies, they're hiring people not as an employee, they're hiring people as the partner. You're the partner there. Yes.
That's
Oh,
an excellent message. That's really nice. You've made people understand the importance of working hard, asking like, how can I help the organization? In what way can I contribute my services? How can I, uh, instead of sitting down and gossiping or, cultivating that negativity, like, finding
go
something
for
that is not
yeah,
okay. See the
yeah,
positive, what I understand.
yeah, go for the perspective.
Hmm.
Don't wait for the work. Go after the work, number one. That's the rule number one. And be hungry for the work. The more company will have the work. So I don't believe in hard work personally, because hard work, maybe there is something hard, and the people are maybe pushed out like to do something. So I don't believe in hard work. Even I don't believe in hard work. No, still there's it. Even I don't believe in smart work. I believe in and work like the Elon Musk, and you gotta work like the Marie Curie. They gotta be working super hard. Work super hard. You are sleeping or you are working. You are sleeping or you are working. That's an attitude. And if you don't have work, go after the work. And be crazy about the work. Work is a blessing. A lot of people complain, hey, work is sucking me. I have a lot of work. How can I manage my work? See, my table is full of like to see the sacks of like the files and like there is a lot of work. And yes, I'm multitasking. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm getting this much. Oh, the fucking salary and I don't need to work that much. And the people are getting that on every Monday morning. I get crazy. If you go to check people like on Sunday evening, people are waiting for death and check out the blood pressure is getting higher, higher and very high. Why? Because people are doing something what they don't love to do. And I'm telling you, like if a lot of hard work is coming to your work, it means a lot of stress will come into your work. And a lot of stress means like you're doing something what you don't like to do. Stress is always there. Where there is a hard work, there is a stress. And it means you are doing something which you feel like it's not my work. Suck it. Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. I like you complaining about it because you don't love to do it. If you're doing something that you don't love to do, I'm telling you, oh my gosh, that to quit from there because it's by end of the day, you're gonna suffer.
Excellent, excellent, Dr. Mike. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you for sharing your expertise. We look forward to many more interactions with you. I like the zeal and the energy that you have when you share and you talk. You forget everything and you're deep into the conversation. The people around you just jump up from their slumber and they say, wow, this person is a person who really shares something that I need to hear too. The balance between your heart and mind. And that's how, you start speaking out and sharing your expertise with us. That's really nice. We look forward to many more interactions with you, Dr. Mike.
Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, really. Appreciate for inviting me here on this Fabtalk. That was really amazing. It was so articulated. I really enjoyed it a lot. Now I would see like I want to talk to you right away. Now you can understand the bottom line, the secret why I could get 36 honorary doctorate degrees. Because everything I have is all about people. I honor them. I value them. I love them. I want to do something for them. So in response, I get a lot of energy.
We love you too, and we
The
respect
rest,
you for who you are. Yeah, we
thank
love
you,
you.
Lily. Thank you.
To share your time with us, and may your tribe increase. May people, follow your footsteps and understand the meaning of life, understanding the meaning of contribution. What can I do to make my family happy? What can I do extra for my organization? What can I do to make this world a better place? That's how you have shared that. That's what I've got to understand. You're a wonderful person. Looking forward to many more interactions, Dr. Mike.
Sure, for sure. I'd be honored if we could have more talks, and I'm pretty sure like this would be the great fun forever. Like, and I would love to come again and again. And because it's, I would really love to share a lot about the life and passion and motivation and success, and how to dream about life and how to take risk in your life, and what about actually the life is, how to live as a happiest camper in your life. So a lot of secrets I could learn in my last couple of chapters, so I would love to share on this platform. Thank you very much, Julio, for inviting me. Yeah.
Yes. If you like what we are doing on the International Fab Talks, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Please do share this video with the right kind of people. You never know who may be waiting to hear all of this, all these inspiring things that were shared today, the various topics that we discussed, how to be inspired, how to be motivated, how to start right from the family to the workplace. Or if at all you're an entrepreneur, even that was shared so well. Don't forget to love yourself, protect your family, and save the environment as well. And don't forget to keep smiling and spreading light, just like Dr. Mike Littman. Thank you so much.